So what actually is not going to be happening in Avengers 4? I know a lot of people have been talking about exactly what is actually going to happen in Avengers 4 and all the theories and speculation that's been going on with the movie. But I want to come at this from a different perspective today and actually talk about exactly what's not going to be within the movie. How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh. If you guys are finding this channel for the first time and you guys want all the latest on Avengers 4 and the MCU going forward, definitely consider subscribing and turning on that bell notification so you guys don't miss a thing. Alright, Webheads, so I've narrowed down 5 different things that actually will not be in Avengers 4. Now, some of this, of course, is going to be speculation, but a lot of this is definitely just something that's confirmed for the movies and something that's just not going to happen. So I'm going to be getting right into this thing. Now, the first thing that I really want to talk about is the X-Men, Deadpool, and the Fantastic Four. Now, do not expect any of these characters to actually show up. Obviously, a big topic as of right now is the Disney and Fox deal actually going through as of right now. And obviously, biggest talk, especially on this channel, is really just seeing the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and Deadpool come on over to the MCU. And of course, everybody knows that the deal is probably going to happen. It's probably going to go through. Even though Comcast is putting in some bids for it, it does seem as though we will see the X-Men, the Fantastic Four come into the MCU eventually. And supposedly, actually 2019, summer of 2019, when Avengers 4 comes out, that's when they actually are going to be able to put some characters within those movies. And this is really where I think it's just kind of confirmed that they're not going to be in there, because it's going to be like probably halfway through the summer of 2019 that we probably are going to see some characters come into the MCU, like the X-Men, the Fantastic Four. They will probably get introduced probably like halfway through the summer, so that's kind of when they can actually get introduced. In saying that, that's when they're probably going to start putting characters like that into production. They'll start filming some Fantastic Four stuff, do some castings, and do some X-Men castings and stuff like that. That's when they'll start doing that stuff. But as of right now, that's not going to happen, so it definitely is not going to be within Avengers 4, and Avengers 4 is really just going to be everything that they've actually established within the Marvel Cinematic Universe up until that movie. And number 2, it is the Skrulls. Now, the Skrulls definitely have been a huge speculation for the Avengers 4 movie, and of course we know that the Skrulls are actually going to be showing up within the Captain Marvel movie, because that's going to be the Kree and Skrull War. Now, saying that this isn't going to be in the movie, that definitely is not 100% confirmed, and it is speculation. Really just going on of what we've heard about Avengers 4 and everything else, it seems as though this is really just about another culmination movie, really what Infinity War was, and everything that happened in Infinity War is going to continue over until Avengers 4, and Skrulls just showing up and being the villain in that movie is just something that's really complicated. It definitely is going to be a huge twist within the movie, and I don't think that's what this movie is going to be. I think instead this movie is actually going to have some major twists in the deaths. I think that's definitely something that could happen, but I just don't see the Skrulls actually showing up to be a villain of the movie. I think Thanos is definitely going to be that villain that everybody knows he's going to be in Avengers 4, and they're going to continue his storyline within Avengers 4, because they already said that at the end credits of Avengers Infinity War, where they said Thanos will return. So obviously Thanos still has the Infinity Gauntlet, and he's going to be taking on the Avengers once again, so that the Avengers can actually redo everything that Thanos actually did in Infinity War. So that's what's really going to happen. I just don't think Skrulls are going to show up, even though they're showing up in Captain Marvel. Next up is the Secret Wars storyline. Now, when the title was definitely being teased by Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers, and everybody was really speculating what the title is, and still is till this day, a lot of people were coming out and saying that Avengers 4 was actually going to be Secret Wars, and that's what's actually going to be happening for Avengers 4, and the Beyonders going to be in it, and they're going to do so many crazy things with Avengers 4. Well, that actually is just not confirmed at all. That is absolutely not true. It's actually confirmed that is not happening in Avengers 4, so we know for a fact that that's actually not going to happen at all, and we know for a fact that actually they are still going to be doing the same storyline in Infinity War, so that's why we're not going to be seeing characters like probably the Beyonders show up. That's going to be even more powerful than the Infinity Gauntlet. Someone more powerful than the Infinity Gauntlet showing up in Avengers 4 probably just going to really make Thanos look kind of weak. Why would you have someone like the Beyonder actually show up in Avengers 4, where he is way more powerful than Thanos in the Infinity Gauntlet, and actually make him look way weaker, so that the stakes actually go way down in the movie? That doesn't really make sense, so I don't think we're going to be seeing that in Avengers 4. At number 4 is Adam Warlock. Now, a lot of people have been speculating that Adam Warlock is going to be in Avengers 4, and he was a huge part of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline in the comic books. And if we actually look at what actually happened within Infinity War and how it kind of lines up with the comic books, that was kind of like Thanos' quest in a way, and then Avengers 4 is probably going to be more like Infinity Gauntlet, but that's not really confirmed. So if we really look at it, it kind of seems as though Adam Warlock is actually going to play a huge part in Avengers 4, like he did in the comic books, like he did in Infinity Gauntlet, and like he did with all the other Infinity Gauntlet stuff. He actually is a huge part of all things Infinity Gauntlet within the comic books. He actually gets the Infinity Gauntlet at the end of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. But Adam Warlock actually is going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He's not going to be in Avengers 4. And I know a lot of you guys on this channel have been commenting, do a video on Adam Warlock being in Avengers 4. Well, here's kind of the video right here, basically saying that he's not going to be in the movie. He's going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but that's all that's going to happen for him, and we're not going to see him at all in Avengers 4. That's already confirmed by Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers and James Gunn as well. So it's just not going to happen, and I don't think they're lying on this one. And the last one is actually going to be Venom. Venom is not going to show up within Avengers 4. Now, I know there's definitely a lot of speculation that the Sony Spider-Verse and the MCU are actually going to be crossing over at some point. Well, if we look at the latest Venom trailer and we look at everything Venom, that's just not true at all. There definitely has been speculation, and there definitely has been Amy Pascal coming out and kind of saying they're in the same universe, but then again, they're not. She really doesn't know what she's talking about, it seems like, and I don't think we can really take her word for granted because she kind of just says things and then Kevin Feige looks at her like she's crazy. So I don't think anything she says is really true. And for those who don't know who that is, that's actually the producer over at Sony with all the Spider-Man stuff. So she handles basically everything that's going on with the Sony Spider-Man universe. So that's going to be the Venom movie, everything on Black Cat and Silver Sable, so kind of those stuff. Everything that's not attached to the MCU, but she also does have her hands on the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies as well. But I think really just looking at Venom, you can see that he doesn't even have a spider logo on his chest. He's confirmed not to have that in the movie. And then of course, if this is going to be after Infinity War or something like that, I just don't think this makes sense that this is post Thanos actually erasing half of the life in the universe. That doesn't really make sense for what they're setting up within the Venom movie. That'd be a huge thing to put in the trailers, really saying that, hey, this is going to be connected. It definitely could be by the slimmest of margins, but I really just don't think that's going to happen at all because there's already so many characters that are going to be in Avengers 4, and I don't think they're going to tack on another one like Venom, such a big character like Venom. So I don't think that's going to happen. I know there's been some speculation of it. But guys, of course, if you want more videos on Avengers 4 and you guys want more videos on the MCU, definitely consider checking out the 2 other videos I already have posted on my channel. Definitely consider subscribing right over here to Webheads so you guys get plenty of videos on all that stuff in the future. But Webheads, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye-bye.